Here comes round 2, Goðar versus Titus Gaming. This is week 2 with the NSL Season 4. We're playing on Descent at the moment, and we've got a nice alien spawn in the north and Marines in the south. They go for an early IP. That's an interesting one. That's not something we see too often. Usually an indication that they're either worried about losing a lot of fights, or maybe they're going to be hyper-aggressive and want to get the respawn waves out soon. Shift Hive has been evolved nice and early. No Gorge, and a Drifter comes out to Energy Flow. We've got a 4 Skulk Crush into the bottom right, and only 1 guy in Hydro Analysis. There's the Gorge being upgraded inside Monorail, so either that's a tunnel or some early, they're going for the early expansionism. Sicknick and Joshy not taking much damage, but were spotted just outside observation. It's nice that the aliens have a plan. They have assisted and used a tunnel, which is usually not what you see. Usually the tunnel is there to circumvent the need for the infestation from the cysts. You can save yourself maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 T-res early on, which is a lot, actually. Yeah, something to think about. Joshy, Rantology, and Sicknick holding these guys at bay. You've got Samiji and Mendasp. You can see their view right now. Without the flashlight, they can't see anything. With the flashlight, you've got 3 skulks. That's really cool, actually. They can't see anything. They're checking their corners, and there they are. That's awesome. You got some combat just outside the Energy Flow. Looks like a bit of a stalemate. Force them to retreat. Look at that positioning. You can't see anyone there. And they are so worried. Look at these guys. You got 2, 3 skulks and a Gorge. Mena spies them around the corner. Here comes Locklear with the healing spray as well. Actually, the Sprit. And they're not quite getting the kills there. Really good job from Samiji and Menas getting some early kills, but the engagement is still online. Rantology is alive, and there it is. Really good job. And Locklear gets the final kill with the Gorge Spit. Where's the med pack? Unbelievable fight there. Volk and Bitey, though, all that time, just using that opportunity that they were held in depot to just get through to Energy Flow. There's an early Harvester kill. Really good job from Goðar. Again, going for the Harvester. Here comes Locklear from behind. Now, that might be mistakes. They might just take him out almost immediately. Locklear with the belly slide in. Bitey's actually taking the damage onto Locklear. He just needs to hide at this point and let the Skulks clear it up. He's going in now with the heal spray, hopefully. Really good job from Locklear. Really good job from the Skulks. I think some stuff was going on, but I wasn't noticing it. Menas and Samiji on the respawn wave. They come straight through to Monorail. This is the only Harvester they have outside of the base, but it is protected by a bunch of infestation. 2 Skulks. Sicknick with a lot of speed takes on Samiji. Samiji full health, though. He didn't actually take any damage there. Sicknick with the Parasite onto both these guys. But he's caught out in the corner. Rantology off of the tunnel, but there's the damage. Really good job from those guys to be watching that tunnel as soon as anyone comes out. And Samiji, oh, really good job. And Locklear, the Gorge is going to get taken out at this point, unless he retreats almost immediately. There it is. This is looking good for Goðar. Look at this. When did they build Plaza? Awesome job from Goðar. Again, their only priority is extractors and harvesters, and they're building loads, and they're killing a lot of harvesters. They've dealt with Energy Flow, and here's Volk. You know what he's doing. He's coming straight through to deal with the harvester. He has been spotted by the Drifter, and no response from the Skulks just yet. There's the response from Rantology. Drifter has been moved away to defend, and there's the response from Sicknick as well. Volk has been spotted, but I don't think he knows it. He surely knows it now. He's going to get round-tabled at this point. He's got 2 guys coming on top of him, or at least 1 girl, 1 guy. And great job from Fab to take on that Skulk with the crazy headshot there. And Rantology doesn't take the fight. Waiting for another respawn wave. Joshy gets taken out. There's the medpacks, and Rantology is a little bit late to these fights, allowing Balk to take the 1v1 really quickly. And he's going for the axe on the cyst. That's madness. Now he's got a 2v1. He doesn't quite get the damage in. I'm not sure what the cyst attack was all about. I mean, he was holding 2 guys at bay there, and he could have just kept that going. I think that was in his advantage. Look at these stalemates. This is crazy. Locklear will retreat around the corner, and Ulti heads up the stairs. You've got the Lurks coming in, though. Ulti trying to keep his extractor alive. Sicknick doing a great job, and the Titus guys have really good Lurks. The Marines are way ahead at this point. They've got loads of extractors, but the Lurks are on the field. Oh, unbelievable job. Really well done from Bitey and Mendap. Samiji as well was in position. That's an early Lurk kill, and I really don't think they'll be able to recover from this. Goðar are doing exceptionally well this game, as well as the previous one. There's the Crag going down as well. They got so much damage into Monorail, and no response from the aliens. What are they going to do? Are they going to defend? Are they going to attack? They have attacked Hydro Analysis, but it's not going to be enough to defend Monorail. Can they force a beacon? There is no beacon. Maybe they can deal with the mines and take out an arms lab. They've got a lot of options, and I want to see what they're going to go for. Hydrogenesis is clear of both teams. Extractor Blueprint is dropped. Josh is trying to take on Gravity Control. Finally, we're seeing the RT harass we do need to be seeing, but there's a fantastic Shotgun Blast from Ulti, which is a pretty long-range Shotgun Blast. Titus Gaming taking the Plaza Harvester, which is essential. Golden taking a lot of damage off of this Extractor. You can see Ulti trying to get the round shot on the Shotgun. Nice job from Golden. A lot of medpacks trying to keep him alive. But Ulti was taken out by Golden. Really good job from him. That's something they really need to be doing a lot more of, is getting these kills in these unlikely scenarios and giving the opportunity. You can see the opportunity has just opened up. 4 skulks have all moved into position here. Joshi with the side attack onto Sammy G. Sammy G probably will get the kill onto Golden. He doesn't quite manage it, actually, and Sammy G almost taken out from behind. Oh, Ulti saves him. Great job from Ulti. Mentology and Locklear moving into position in energy flow, but overall, if you take the general pace of the game, general overview, it's the aliens playing defensively, the Marines playing aggressively. Now, you should really be aware at this point, that's a massive advantage to the Marines. Aggressive play is always the way forward. If you can be aggressive, you're sorted. That's all you need to be doing. Rantology versus Volk. He's getting flanked by Joshi. Joshi actually retreats when he realizes Valk was watching the stairs. Rantology from behind, nice cleanup. You got 4 aliens in this position actually. Maybe able to get to the base. There's just a lot of mines though, and there's an observatory, so we're going to be seeing phase tech very soon. Up into Plaza probably. The power node is already built, you can see there, and they'll probably get a phase gate in this section. Ulti and Sammy G dealing with assists to clear the harvester out, and you'll probably be forcing the aliens to come defend here. So you'll see these guys probably come back, unless the Skulk and the Lurk can deal with this. Great job from these guys. They've actually got into position, taken up one of those Marines very early. Locklear and Sicknick on that Lurk doing a great job. That's exactly what they needed to do, and I'm staggered they managed to pull it off at this point when they were struggling earlier on. A 2v2 in the alien favour, allowing them to just essentially take out a bunch of extractors. That's hydro analysis, gravity and launch control they got, because they didn't have to bring back extra aliens to defend. That's the exact point I'm making about when you're defending, you're weak. When you're attacking, you're strong. Keep attacking, you're strong. Gordon and Rantology, you can see again, they're in launch control, looking to maybe take a position into gravity control. All the Marines are down here. You've got 4 of them there, and a recapper in the bottom right. Rantology and Golden maybe looking to actually take the Harvester in launch control, depending on this next bit of combat. Golden tries to sneak round. He does get spotted. Bitey, though, on the reload with Rantology in position, maybe just sneak round on him. Scan goes down, just out of position of Rantology, and surprising Bitey, that scan was just out of position to catch her. And now Golden and Rantology, low health, have forced Ulti back. The Parasite's in position. And the Lurks are being routed. There's only one Lurk, of course, because they did lose one early on, but being routed back. The scans, they are very expensive, but they can afford them. They've got 5 extractors. You can see this section of the map, or maybe that one. Is all the Marine favour. The weapons 2 is completed at the 7-minute mark, way ahead of what we had last round, but good job from Joshi and Golden, taking on the extractor with the enzyme, as 50% of its HP has been dealt with. Bitey there with the 1v1 at this point, having just dealt with the other extractor harasser. Gold is just playing it slow though. We'll just let them duel that one out. Mendas and Locklear, it's a 1v1. It's only going to take 3 bites to clear Mendas. He does have a Parasite. Locklear maybe takes it a little bit early. Good med packs as well. Make it a very difficult fight for him. Golden's trying to nab a little Parasite, waiting for backup. He's trying to route round, giving an opening for Rantology. He does go in a little bit early, gets caught out. Rantology maybe with a triple bite can take out Bite. He's right in position. Really good job from her. And there's Sicknick from the backup, but Rantology does get taken out from behind. That's Ulti with a long-range rifle shot with the weapons too. Sicknick needs to be careful, because he can even be taken out at this point by just 1 Marine. Here comes Joshi from behind. They're spinning a lot of guys on top of gravity control. Both teams really worrying about this. And whilst all this is going on, you can see this guy up in the top right in energy flow. Joshi with the 1v1 up against Ulti. If he can take this, that's an extractor down. It's going to make a massive difference to them right now. He does get taken out by Ulti. There's the pistol shot. Really good job from him, hunting him. Menace and Bitey, they got an extract. Oh, nice! That's a really good phase gate. It's a little bit more surprising, and it allows you to get into both sides. You can see they've got entrance into club and entrance into energy flow from this one phase gate, and they can hold hydro analysis very easily with that. It's quite an aggressive one, but really nice positioning. Valkyrie Sammy G, just holding the little club position they got there. And Ulti again, solo defense with gravity control. He's going to come around. He's parasited. Golden should see this coming. And he does, and he doesn't actually want to take the fight, he just wants to retreat, and he takes all the damage for it. But he does have an opening to get to hydro analysis. We're seeing shotguns up against a Gorge and a Lurk. Here come the fades, but the armor 2 is started and the weapons 2 is complete, so it's going to be very difficult for them. Nice fight, initially taking out one of those Marines very early on, allowing the rest of them to clean up the 2nd Marine, and now an opening to take on the phase gate. Really good job if they can take out Mendas nice and early and deal with Bitey as well. They might be able to take on the phase gate. They're not doing it quick enough, and actually Mendas is able to retreat out. Here comes Valk with the respawn wave. And really nice from the Marines here. Oh, did he really? That's very strange. I even saw him go through. Yeah, you can see the pings are in a slight disadvantage for the Marines at this point. Good job from Josh. He almost gets taken out, but I think he was pretty secure in that kill. Locklear with the Gorge in an aggressive position with the Fade and the Lurk in backup. Samiji, Bitey, and Valk. Nice one, taking out one of the Gorges, but actually getting one of the shotguns dealt with already. So it's only 2 of these guys at this point, but it's all aggressive play. You can see even if they win this fight, it's all aggressive right now, and that's putting a really it's putting a burden on the aliens. They're having to defend a lot. Here comes the defense. 2 Fades, 1 Lurk. Long range Spike's doing a really good job of chipping off some of that armor. The Fades are doing a fantastic job of doing tremendous amounts of damage. Mendas is still alive in the back. They're slightly separated by this column. You can see it goes right through there. They can't see each other. I think that's a Skulk. Hopefully. Yep, that's a Skulk, not a Fade. They would have been in a very bad position if they just lost the Fade. 3 Spurs all at the back. Not looking good for the aliens. They do actually have the second Hive building, which is now scanned. They've got a Harvester up at launch control. Plaza's about to go down. Energy flow is definitely about to go down as well, unless they can resist it. At this point, the aliens need to work on an actual plan and start going for something. Marines are out of position. They're going for the phase gate. Good job from Joshi, nabbing all those mines. Rantology and Joshi are the phase. They're going for the marine kills, the anti-infantry stuff that they need to be doing. Locklear's going for the kills as well, when he could just be going for the phase gate. Really, he should just be going for the phase gate, but that's fine. There's no rush. They're all out of position. Good job. The scan went down. They called it. Let's just go for the hive. They're going to lose the phase gate. Not a problem. Power node's almost killed, but they can get the phase gate up. Aliens are very spread out. You can see our 1v1. Sammy G almost takes down Brantology in a 1v1. That would have been really bad news. Just through the escape. In fact, it might have been a 2v1 with Joshi coming through the same position with low health as well. So that would have been a crazy nice double kill that I would have definitely missed from Sammy G. Locklear takes out Hydro Analysis. That's nice to see. And they've actually crippled a couple of sides of the map. So you can see, in fact, they've dealt with all of the map. I was about to look at which sides of the map Gold are still held, but they don't. They don't hold any side of the map. They've got Plaza, which is mostly a corner. Phase gate's in position. If they can get a nice clean up onto these Marines, that's going to be very difficult for Joshi, though. He is alone. Mythology retreats early. Drifter goes down. The Hive was dealt with, and you can see, even though they got 3 guys here, they got another one in the far right about to deal with energy flow. And they need to worry about that just as much as the Plaza push. In fact, even more so, because there's a Harvester here they need to defend. Good job from Golden, just chasing down these extractors. He will get caught by Mendes. Fantastic single shot takes him out. So at this point you can see there's a lot of random cysts, not a lot of extractors on the field. A lot of team resources have already been gathered. The total number of team resources is the area under that graph, which is this amount here, which is almost double of what the aliens have. How many resource towers have they lost? 10, which is a pretty good amount. Like there's no denying Titus have done an all right job of holding on with the extractor kills and the phase gate play on fluid transfer, dealing with that nicely. The Hive was a smart play at launch control, but they didn't quite have enough to hold it. We should be seeing the Onos. No, they went a Gorge, so we won't be seeing an Onos. Mendas 1v1 up against Golden. Golden trying to take the 1v1s, but Mendas is a very good shot, and he's got all the upgrades he needs to secure himself easy Skulk kills. Samiji, Volk, and Bitey, these are the Marines right now. The 2 shotguns and the rifles trying to take on the Hive at this point. They've got a lot of med packs. You can see the commanders even dropping some of the cyst explosions to try and blind those guys. There's the weld immediately. As soon as they've done reloading, they're falling back. They're welding each other up. Not a problem. And again, aliens are playing very defensively, but whilst they're playing defensively, they are assisting out and getting some aggressive, expansive harvesters. And if they drop Hydro Analysis, it probably will go down, but Monorail is certainly one they might be able to hold. Biomass is being upgraded. They got that 3rd biomass in position. This may be an opportunity to get the Gorge upgrade, but the Gorge upgrade probably won't be the game changer. The Toe Skulks and a Lurk in position. Fantastic, taking out Mendes really early, and Ulti is very low at this point. He's actually caught out of position alone there with the Lurk on top of him. He does manage to take on Locklear just before he dies, but that's not enough to save his life. Rantology and Joshi in solo defense. These two guys working, these 2 people working together. Signet comes around from the side, and there's the bone wall, and they're caught inside of this bone wall. Completely impossible to evade when they're inside that. Unable to move at all, and they're doing a great job of cleaning these guys up, and there's the momentum they need to actually push onto the phase gate, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They need to get a Drifter involved as well for the enzyme. Take out Grissi as soon as possible. That's the commander, and he's just a diversion at this point. And I hope it doesn't cost them using the commander in that. It looks like it should be fine. There's the Drifter, unnecessary at this point. They don't bring anyone through that phase gate. They knew it was a grind. It would have been a bad call to come through them. Good job from Golden and Locklear. They're taking out the extractor. They've still got a ways to go though. If they want to deal with a lot of the extractors, they've still got to go all around the left side of the map. Sicknick, that's a lurk. And two of the fades on top of Menace, Ulti, and Bitey. With the shotguns, 2 shotguns and a rifle. We're seeing this combination a lot, but they're losing this fight somehow. How are they losing these fights? Go'ar really need to work out what's going wrong here. They're losing fights they shouldn't be. They've got weapons 2, armor 2, and shotguns. 2 shotguns in that fight, and there's no way they should be losing that fights, certainly that staggeringly and one-sidedly. They need to be working out how to clear some of these life forms and send them scared and retreating, and they're not doing it. And it's going to cost them. I mean, you can see that already. The team kills, look at that. I can't quite work out how they've managed that. It can't just be the biomass. But the aliens have done something, and they've just worked out how they want to win this. And this is exactly what I did say. Titus, there's no way they're going to just concede this. They are stepping it up. They're doing a great job now. And it's a hard one to say exactly what they're doing right at this point. But maybe it's the increased aggression. You can see right now they want to attack monorail. In fact, they don't even go for it. They just want to go for observation instead. As long as they're attacking something, they're getting work done. In fact, they're going for the base, so it's just increasing in There it is, Rentology and Joshi on top of the phase gate. A little bit of lag from the mines maybe. They lose the Skulk, and that's the damage, and they caught Sicknick in reinforcement, but that's going to get taken up by Mendas. Takes out the Drifter, and it's called straight away. The phase gate's low. They do need to retreat. No beacon was forced, which is obviously what they were trying to achieve. The Skulk got taken out by the mine, but it's not there next time. So when they go for the next base push, the mine won't be there unless they invest more P-Res. Joshi from behind, and Bite is very low already. Good job from Joshi to take on Bite's HP from behind to take him low. But he is forced to retreat due to the fact that they come through with 4 Marines. Now they've got to worry about the other side of the map. Aliens pushing through, rotating around to gravity control. Launch control will go down. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Just take out the extractor of gravity. You need to get a Skulk on top of gravity. Okay, no, I was wrong, of course. It's got plenty of health. It's still building as well. So they just need to replace the Sis. They do lose the Drifter, I believe. And we're seeing some nice squads at this point from the aliens. It's a Fade and a Skulk up in energy flow. And again, they're so reactive. They're not staying with the same predictable plays. As soon as I'm trying to find a pattern, they're changing it immediately. There it is as well. Drantology is now alone and bringing in the Lurk with the Skulk as well as the Fade. Menace gets parasited, and now he's caught out with Sicknick on the side. Drantology separates these 2 guys. Really good job from her, and Golden is on top of Menace. These guys are very low. They can finish these guys off. They can actually completely dominate these guys. Really nice job. And there's an opening onto gravity control. That's an extractor they can take on, but they have just lost energy flow. But they're on 4 harvesters, and we can see the team resources. It's gone back up, and that's looking really good for the aliens right now. This is exactly what we want to see from Titus. It's turning this around, getting the money back up, and start working on that second hive, because that's got to be the next play. We're seeing a lot of harvesters. All of this stuff is alien side, and energy flow is the point of contest. Rentology, Joshi, and Sicknick. That's 2 Fades and the Lurk. Ulti and Mendas in defense of this phase gate. Not doing much damage. Actually, Rentology really the 20% HP. Sicknick gets a nice little kill. Triple bite. Fantastic from Sicknick. Getting a double kill with some supreme aim there. That was exceptionally well done. Golden is on top of gravity control. This is exactly what we need to see. And there's the shade. And this is looking like a hydroanalysis hive. Very sneaky. Don't want to say it too loud. Hydroanalysis hive. Rantology solo defense on energy flow. Looking like they're trying to take the extractor, which they probably will succeed in, because there's actually 3 Marines in this position, which means there's only 2 Marines on the rest of the map. 1 recapping in gravity control, and 1 in monorail defending the phase gate. The Fade is coming in to try and deal with the recapper at gravity control so that they don't get an extra extractor up. Joshi coming around. There's only a rifle, 2 swipes, and he's very low. Second, it's actually a bite comes in as well. So really good job from the aliens controlling these guys in there. It's looking like a harvester as well. Really, really well done from the aliens. They lose the Lurk, but I think they can afford that, especially with the fact that Sicknick actually has 41 P-Res. Rentology is very low. She may go down at this point. She's actually caught on the hive, and you can actually see that. Joshi comes in from behind. Really nice double swipe. Rentology comes in with not full health, but pretty healthy at this point. Joshi comes in with full health, and the shotguns are sending these guys flying. The Fades have to be careful, but they are retreating these guys. Look at the med packs being dropped. There's the bone wall, completely trapping Bitey. He has to jump out, taking a huge amount of time. The line of sight is also broken as well. Rentology's in a bad position, but doing good amount of damage. There's a... Really, actually, Rentology gets taken out there, just as I said. She was in a bad position. She took a lot of damage, but she does get a kill. And shotgun's on the ground, but losing a Fade, it's an acceptable loss at this point, because the P-Res is there. They can afford a replacement. We'll see who they invest in what at this point. They have got a good amount of P-Res to work with. Looks like gravity control was dealt with. Didn't actually pay for itself, but it forced these guys to be a little bit slower. Hydroanalysis has been finally claimed. There's no one there to hear it. And there's the shade. The Drifter, when it builds, is not shaded. And if they don't use a Drifter, then it's going to be very, very slow. Where's the Gorge? There's Rentology with the Gorge. Everything's looking good for the aliens. They got money, they got a plan, they got skill, they got life forms, they got P-res. I think I've repeated myself there surely, but they've got everything at this point. Really good job from Locklear and Joshi. The Fade's in defense here. Joshi's actually taken a huge amount of damage already, and the Weld comes straight in. They're going to find it very difficult to scare these guys off, so they need to find somewhere else to attack as well. Monorail and Observation are the targets. Even Energy Flow is one as well. Cycnic comes in, and they need to work on staying alive before the Umbra's in position. They've somehow taken out 2 of those shotgunners, and I don't know what's going on with Go'ar, but they're losing combat that maybe they shouldn't be doing. Really nice shotgun blast onto Cycnic, but Bitey's going to get taken out when the 2 Fades come and surround him. And there it is, you've got the 2 Fades taking him on, clearing up 3 more shotguns, maybe just 2. Not 100% sure, but that's a lot of shotguns. Phase Gate in launch control. Hydro analysis is almost complete. That's going to stick them on full biomass. They still have no upgrades for the life forms, but once they got the Lurk upgrade, they're going to be having Umbra. So I'm predicting the Lurk upgrade. It could be any of them apart from Fade, of course. But I think the Lurk upgrade would serve them very well. They have plenty of Lurks. During this game, they have plenty of money for more Lurks. I really think the Lurk would be a good decision. Cycnic has proved himself a very good Lurk, even at the late stages of the game. And the Umbra would be exceptionally good in combination with a Gorge Onos duo team. That would be a very nice decision from them. We're seeing actually a position for maybe a triple phase gate, a nice triangle from the left, right, bottom sections with the tech points. Locklear clears up the recapper, loses a lot of health, but I think he just doesn't really mind. He knew he was pretty much safe. Nice combat into Monorail just as they're getting the phase gate up. It is complete. The upgrade lurk is started just as I predicted. That's a really smart decision. It's probably the best one they can get. Sick needs to stay alive, of course, but he's going to find it pretty easy. He's got plenty of escape routes. The middle of the map is theirs. Golden sneaking around. It's going to be on top of Bitey. Bitey spots in. The Parasite comes in. I think it has missed, of course, because there's no yellow name. Yellow name is there if they are Parasited. Oh no, he is yellow named. And the Marines are playing very defensively, very slow. They have got weapons 3. I'm not sure when that was started, but it is in place at this point. That's going to make it very difficult for the Lurks to stay alive until the Umbra comes up. And I'm calling it now. They've got 20-30 seconds to just stay alive. Once the Umbra is in play, you can be way more aggressive. You can do whatever the hell you want. But before that point, don't lose your fades. And of course they can't hear me, so they're not going to listen. We'll see how it goes. Rentology gets caught out. There's no Bile Bomb. The Skulk upgrade has been completed as well. Nice job from Rentology to just stay alive. Slowing those guys down, and that means monorails are vulnerable. Good job from the double fades lurk as well. Clearing that up. It's slow and steady with the fade. It's not much damage, but the enzyme helps, and it's undefended, so that helps as well. Energy flow under attack, but Go'ar have got a lot of extractors. They've got the weapons 3. They haven't got much P-res. So if they lose these shotguns, they're going to be in a really bad position. Vulcan, solid defense with these shotguns. He's getting taken out very slowly. Medpacks come in, and that's bad news. That's more shotguns being lost. More shotguns up in Plaza. Shade Hive being completed before the Crag Hive, providing them with Aura. Now that's certainly acceptable, but it's definitely different. Signet gets a nice shotgun blast from behind. Really good job from Ulti hiding that corner. Now he can re-lurk, not a problem, even with one upgrade, and he will be doing that certainly to support the Umbra that they now have available. Shade Hive has been completed and they can start working on the Veil. The reason they get the Veils is because of their Aura. Aura is very valuable for Fades. It means that they can never be surprised. They can always choose the smart fights, and they can single out the low Marines rather than the high health ones and pick them off sooner. So there's a lot of value to Aura that Carapace can provide in other ways, but it's completely different. It's hard to compare as well. So we're seeing another double shotgun rifle push. Trying to take on Fabrication. They've got a lot of stuff in this base that they could kill that's very valuable. There's a Drifter they're killing. They should have realized probably that the Drifter was going through to try and deal with the fact that there was aliens coming in from behind. And these Marines are caught out of position. If they get cleared up, which they probably will because they've finally got the Onos in position, these are even more shotguns going to have to deal with. There's the Umbra, making it very difficult to kill anything. All these guys with so much health, even with the shotgun weapon 3 in their faces. This is looking very bad for the Marines. They've got a lot of money, but they're running out of P-res. They've got a lot of life forms coming up against them. And the phase gates are in good positions, but the aliens have momentum, and they're looking very strong. There's the phase gate, actually. It's in a strange position on this corner, and that's really unadvisable to put a phase gate up against a wall. It makes it a lot easier to grind, especially with an Onos. And the Golden, the Onos, has taken out the Plaza power node. So there's the second Veil. Looks like they're buying these Veils inside this room here. You can see they've got 2 of them. Haven't quite got a third one just yet. That probably will be coming soon. Really good job getting the Onos right in the middle of the fight with the Umbra all over these players. You can see Signic is dropping Umbra on everyone, and no aliens have died recently. Adrift has gone down, but no alien players have been defeated any time recently with the Umbra involved in this fight. They've got 4 biomass, Umbra, and the Onos. That's a lot of HP to try and deal with, even with weapons 3. The cat packs are finally being upgraded, which should turn this game around a little bit for the Marines. The cat pack should make it a lot easier to deal with the Onos. Maybe makes it easier to hold the Onos at bay. Maybe even get a kill on him. A little bit of movement, a little bit of rotation around the bottom section of the map with these fades. Hunting for some recappers. Maybe even calling for the fact they need a skulk on top of these extractors. There's the skulk, that's Rantology. Pushing for monorail, pushing for observation. Infestation is there to rip some of the armor away as well. Joshi and Locklear working together to clear up a recapper. Launch control phase gates undefended, but these guys can't kill it because they don't have enough damage. You can see there it's going down very slowly. It's about 2% per hit, and they don't even attack that fast, so that's taking a very long time. They've got Valk trying to come through. It is sold and replaced receiving. So I did mention this before the game. The purpose of receiving is to be a little bit more surprising. There's the arcs as well. I didn't specifically mention it, but this is a great place for arcs. You can see there, you can get arcs up in this position. You can get an armory literally right here, making sure it's very difficult for the owners to come into your phase gate. They haven't powered the room yet. And that's just about to finish. Here's Joshi taking on 3 Marines. He goes straight through. He doesn't want to take them on. So what's really important is that the arcs can sit here, and they even make... This is their play. This is their absolute decision. They're holding nothing back right now. They're going for arcs in this position, and a really nice sneak attack from the Onos, the Fades, and the Lurk as well with the Umbra. And you can see just how much an impact it's having. Every fight, they're not they haven't lost any aliens recently. Maybe Rantology with some of that biting. Really good job from Titus, and that is phenomenally well done to hold them off. Look at the exceptional advantage they had. Really well done from Titus Gaming.